You're good to be back? Yeah! Be back. Alright, we have a huge card coming up for you. This next match will be a British rules match. The rules are as follows. There will be 6 3-minute rounds. It is scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls, and you have to finish with a knockout. Thank you. The fall is won by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. And that's the match. You want to bring out the first wrestler.
So here we go then, Mark. Match number 2 of the afternoon. We have one of SOS's famous British rules matches, and by God, it is the Man Mountain himself.
Guys are back! Chris Kline, the Man Mountain himself. Look at the size of that man.
He is actually a giant. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, look at that. He steps over that top rope with absolute ease.
That's right, Mike. SOS is the face of the British rules matches. What a match we have in store.
I'm bringing out his signature.
That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard it along the grapevine that obviously his opponent is, what do they call, the student of the game.
The student of the game, Richie, the man that soaks up knowledge like a sponge, the man that can come up to me any given moment and tell me something that happened 30, 40 years ago. The man literally is wrestling. That's what the man breathes, it's what he bleeds. He is, as he says, the student of the game.
And coming over to the ring, we have the student of the game. It is Richie.
That's right, Mike. You say, okay, yeah, he's the student of the game. He can tell you something that happened on WCW Nitro on May 29th, 1998. That's all well and good. But when you're standing across the ring against a man mountain like Chris Kline, I mean, you can have knowledge of holds, you can have knowledge of anything you want. You could be Albert freaking Einstein. But when you're met with pure, raw power, that's only going to get you so far.
Literally a case of brains versus rules.
Exactly, that's right. David versus Goliath here in this British rules match. And we are joined back over here by our ring announcer, Stella Sparks. It's lovely to have you in the ring, Stella.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, that's okay. And here we go then, into round 1. We see the student of the game, Richie, taking on Chris Kline. Richie's got to be smart. Like we've said it countless times already. He's very smart. Ooh. Smart gets you that against Chris Kline. I mean, what can you do? I mean,
the one thing not to do with Chris Kline, especially if I was Richie, is get into a test of strength.
No, I would be trying to pick those ankles, trying to pick those knees. That's what Richie's got to do. I mean, he is backing him up. He's managing to back up. Yeah, this crowd don't know. Chris Kline could have some little ones at the back of his neck. Like, and now look, they're calling him a baldy. This is Harwich. Rude people there. You see, Richie is holding up well. I'll give him his due here. I mean, even people like Corey McRae, Forrest Hayes, people of that sort of stature and size, you know, they would struggle against Chris Kline. The man is a freak of nature. I think Chris
Kline needs to do is stop paying attention to
Yeah.
what the crowd is saying and keeping his eyes on Richie and respect Richie in that regard as his opponent.
That's right. For once in your life, Mark, you're right. Chris needs to focus on Richie. Richie is very, very technically, very good at technical wrestling. I mean, you can see that he's going after the ankle. He's trying to pick that ankle. If he can get Chris Kline off of his base, if he can get rid of that core, Richie stands a chance. See, they attempted to go behind there, blocked by Chris Kline. Chris Kline moves quite quickly for a big guy as well. I mean,
yeah, he does. I'm really impressed at the way he's moving in there, to be honest.
yeah, obviously working on that cardio, getting the time in. See there, there's the hammerlock. And now we're going to have to see if Chris Kline has the technical ability to get out. I mean, very smart break there on the ropes. Give that to Chris Kline. Yeah, very well done. Very well done, Chris Kline indeed. And we are coming up to the end of the first round here. And that is the end of round one. So now these competitors are going to go back to their corners. They're going to have time to reflect on, obviously, what happened there in that first round, what went well for them, what didn't quite work. Obviously, for Richie, he's really got to focus on getting Chris Kline down to the mat and being able to out-wrestle him. I think we just had to look there from the official coding. Looks like we are going into the second round.
Seconds out.
Here we go then, into round two. See that there. This is the thing, today with obviously the restrictions due to the pandemic we're in, we have no seconds out at ringside. Normally Richie would have his second out at ringside, and that can be such a vital key to these British rules matches, having somebody there who's watched your performance and can tell you this is what you need to do.
Absolutely, Richie has always had a corner man with every British rules match he has had thus far in SOS. This time though, he is out on his own. He's having to make up the game plan as he goes on, or as best as he can at this moment. Kline obviously with the wrist lock.
You see that? That's no easy wrist lock to break. I mean, Richie's trying his best here. He can be as quick as he likes, and he has. He has switched it on the Man Mountain Chris Kline. Very, very impressive from the student in the game, Richie. He's trying to transition here into...
That's exactly what Richie needs to do. He needs to use his speed, ingenuity, basically try and tire out Kline as much as possible with him being the big man. Therefore, he may have that advantage.
That's right, and also this has got to be quite frustrating for someone the size of Chris Kline. You know, you're in there with somebody that you're what, a foot taller, probably what, 200 pounds heavier, give or take, and Richie is holding his own. I mean, at the moment we've got a hammerlock applied to Richie here, Chris Kline in control. Well, what's Richie doing here? Richie up and down. Oh, he switches, and again, that frustration level just went from, if it was at 7, it's now at 8. Sooner or later, Chris Kline is going to get very frustrated and start ragdolling Richie around. This is why Richie now needs to get him off that vertical base and down to the mat. Whoa, and there we see it. The first real show of power from Chris Kline.
Nursing that shoulder a little bit there.
That's right, you can see there, Richie's sticking low. If you can stick low, if you can get Chris Kline down, this is going to be a completely different match than if we stay at a vertical base. That is not what Richie needs right now. That's a very, very hard position to get out of. If anybody knows anything about professional wrestling, or if anybody has ever had a knuckle lock applied to them, you know it's severely painful. Looks like we are approaching the end of this second round. Still yet to have
a headlock. Trying to squeeze that neck.
End of round 2.
So there we go then, end of round 2. And once again there, these two competitors returning to their corners. It looks like we are set to resume into round 3.
Seconds out.
There we go then, into round 3. Still yet to have a full, no submissions, no pins.
Not as clean as a whistle.
That's right, not even a public warning as of yet. I've got to give it to Chris Kline. You know, in the past we've known him to sometimes, I mean, he doesn't have to do that often, don't get me wrong, but...
Oh, back into the corner, elbow tie-up. Is this really the plan for Richie here, though?
Whoa, okay. As I was saying there, you know, Chris Kline doesn't have to bend the rules that often, but he hasn't tonight. He's played very fair.
Into the ropes.
There we go. There we see through the legs of Chris Kline. He's been caught. He's been caught there. Whoa! Whoa! A huge pin. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first fall goes to Richie.
That is a huge fall to go one up against a man like Chris
Round 4 to
Kline.
commence shortly.
Okay, so it looks like we're moving into the 4th round now.
Now 1 fall to Richie, 0 to Chris. Round 4 to begin now.
There we go, then we hear the bell. Now these two, you know, Chris, as I was saying earlier, that frustration level may have been around 8. Guess what? Now it's at 10. Now we see Chris S lash out. I think he's done with trying to out-wrestle Richie. I think now he's going to, as I said earlier, he's going to throw Richie down. He's going to assert his dominance. You see there in the corner, he's got him trying to choke the life out of Richie.
To be honest, Mike, I'm surprised.
Oh! He just...
It took this long for Kline to lose his cool. I'll tell you that now.
Richie just landed in Felix Dobey. Somebody go and get Richie, because I think he's dead. My God. I hear the expression border toss, but I think if he didn't land in Felix Dobey, he may have gone over into Calais. I'm not sure.
Shots to the
Whoa! Richie not down though. Whoa! And he's caught. He went for that signature elbow in the corner. Oh! Chris S there once again, asserting that power, asserting that dominance. Chris S needs to pick up a fall to be in this match. Either that or a submission. Whoa! All the way. 1, 2. A huge
Kicked out by.
How is Richie getting air left in his body after that huge belly to belly all the way just coming down on him?
Just picking him up.
Oh! Whoa! Did you see the torque? There we go, and we see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the fall, Chris Kline.
That was a
Heading into
huge.
round 5, we are now at 1 fall apiece.
So it's 1 fall apiece. We have 3 minutes left of this contest when they resume. Richie may have a broken rib. Guess what? My money is on the Man Mountain Chris S or Chris Kline.
And obviously, if Richie's not able to make it to his feet before the referee wants to start round 5, the referee has the right to stop the fight.
That's right.
Therefore, Kline becomes the winner.
see those
This is obviously a war of attrition for Richie right now.
Here we go then into round 5.
Round 5.
Round 5. Richie, you've got to give it to him. Give him his heart and everything. You know, he can barely stand. I think
To be able to catch a breath right now must be extremely painful for Richie.
I'll tell you what, if he didn't have coronavirus before this evening and had hard breathing, he does now. See there, Chris says that if that frustration level goes from where it was at 10, if it goes through 10 and we head into 11, 12, 13, then we could be ended up with Richie being placed on a gurney and out of this building. Whoa! Richie not giving up. We cannot discount the student of the game just yet. We still have about 2 minutes, give or take, left of this final round. If Richie can somehow pick up a win, whether it be by submission, whether it be by pinfall, Richie will once again prove why this is. Whoa! Take him to the air there. And he got Chris Kline off his feet. Chris Kline left his feet there with a huge bump.
One thing I will give Richie is heart. That boy has so much heart. Literally being slammed the way he did earlier on, possibly a broken rib, and still trying to give 100% to Chris Kline
Oh,
to take
there
that
it is.
victory.
There's that signature elbow from the student of the game, Richie. You can see Chris Kline there, sort of wobbly on his feet. Whoa! Drop kick there. Straight into the gut of Chris Kline. We've got 2 broken ribs now. You can see there, Chris Kline trying to catch his breath.
You can see they both are. Richie's pulling all his strength to try and get this last-minute win.
That's right there. I mean, we are running out of time. We've got a submission in here. A bear hug. Again, if he has got that broken rib mark and stuff, if he has got any sort of injury to that midsection, this is going to do no favours for that. All this is going to do is hurt Richie more than he needs to be hurt. Richie needs to submit here. If he wants a long, prosperous career, we need to see a submission. And a huge elbow. We have got only about 10 or so seconds left. Oh! And that's it.
End of round 5. 1 fall apiece. Heading into round 6.
That huge clothesline there from Chris Kline may have just knocked Richie into next year. You see they're both men. This is taking its toll on these men.
This is the 6th and final round, 1 fall apiece.
Here we go then. If we don't see a fall in this round, if we don't see a submission, if we don't see a disqualification in this round, this match will end as a draw, which, if we're going to be quite frank, I mean, it's been a pretty even contest. And give it to both gentlemen in this match.
Absolutely. I mean, admittedly, I'd give Chris the edge just purely on size. But again, look at Richie wearing the Man Mountain down, getting it in there.
That's right
Richie
there.
could be pulling off the upset victory.
Chris Kline could tap. There's only so much power can get you when you're in a move like that. Oh! Wrenching the arm of Chris Kline there. Oh!
Style.
Wow, he could be pulling Chris Kline's shoulder out the socket. Look at the torque. And now the stumps into the back of the head of Chris Kline. You just see there, Richie just lose grip a little bit there. It's got to be hard when you're hanging on to big baseball bat up-like arms that Chris Kline has got. You know, you don't quite get a good grip the whole way around.
Yeah, and both boys have worked really hard. The sweat's been
That's right. That's right. You see a little bit more of it. He's got something locked in here. It's like an arm bar.
And with the sweat building up, it's even more difficult to try and get a hold of that limb, trying to make sure that you've got that synced in with the slipperiness of the sweat.
That's right, Mark. I mean, you can see here now, the referee got to watch the shoulders there. Oh my God, look at the power. Look at the power. Oh!
Must come down, but
He just chopped him. He chopped him out of a submission hold.
on that rib again.
Right.
Hang on, what is Chris doing?
Oh, look at this.
Oh my God!
It's a dragon sleeper. He's got it locked in tight. You can see there, Richie flailing, trying to move. What have we got? What's Richie trying to? He's trying to reverse the pressure here. And now Chris Kline sinks it in. Richie, he's only got to hold on for a few more seconds. There's 10 more seconds left of this round. Can Richie hold on? Can Richie hold on?
Ladies
That's the
and
end.
gentlemen, the
Wow.
6th round has been completed, and in a 1 fall apiece, it is declared a draw.
Wow. What a contest. Neither man confessed the other.
It's the first time that's happened with an SOS, Mike.
That's right. I mean normally we see a clear-cut victor. I mean, tonight they're going to be going home. I think both men will be going home with mixed emotions. Both very disappointed, then both very happy. They both put on a hell of a performance.
And look at the
in middle of that
respect
ring.
shown by Chris Kline, telling Richie, hell, if you were able to hold up with me, then you can hold up with just about everybody.
That's right, Mark. I mean, fair play to
Ladies and gentlemen, once
both of these
again,
competitors.
the result of this contest is a draw.
There we go there. And you see the appreciation from the crowd there, thanking Richie.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it not only for Chris Kline, but also the student of the game, Richie!
Hell of a match. Both men there could have walked away with a victory. I think in the end, probably the draw was the right result.